The doctors that initially diagnosed me said that it was a death sentence, that there was no hope, that I was going to die. I was very afraid. I had a loving family, a husband, a baby girl, and I wasn't going to die because they told me I was dying. I was extremely sick and just exhausted. I couldn't take care of myself. I couldn't take care of my baby. My husband had to get me up, feed me, take me to the bathroom. All of my pride was stripped from me. I had a daughter that was 4.5 months old when I was diagnosed, and we were devastated. I grew up, my mother died when I was young, and I was bound and determined not to have that happen for my baby girl. Her mommy time would be when she'd be laying next to me and playing with a magazine or something, but she'd just be next to me while I was laying in bed so I could just touch her back. There wasn't a lot of interaction. And when there was, I remember being able to feed her a little bit and then just being so exhausted that I had to go back and lay down. I can play with my kids and have the energy that I need. I can eat foods and not be nauseous and throwing up, no throwing up. I have minor symptoms compared to the extreme symptoms that I had doing traditional chemotherapy and traditional drugs. And now I'm so grateful because with this treatment that I'm on now, I have the energy to take care of my babies. We go on bike rides. We play games. We are able to lay outside and look at the sky. We spend time together, and it's priceless, and it's more than I could ever ask for, because that's what it's about. That's what I wanted to. That's why I've been fighting so hard to live, is so I can have those moments with my babies. And this has provided me a way to do that. A lot of questions I get asked is, do you get sick, or how do you feel on this? And I've been able to tell them that I feel 100% better, that I'm able to take care of my family, that I have energy, that I'm not exhausted all the time. And they're just shocked because the traditional chemotherapy, you get so sick, and the doctors really are saying there's no other option that you can do. But it's been an open relief for me to be able to share, hey, guess what? There is something different. It's a scientific treatment, and it's been changing lives, and it's changed mine, and I'm living proof of it. It's been about a year since I was last interviewed, and things are going really well. I'm feeling really great, and I'm continuing on the BX protocol. In fact, I just got my scans done about a month ago, and the doctors were really surprised that with my stage 4 cancer that I'm, number one, still living, but that the cancer, the tumors are stable, and a few of them have been showing signs of necrosis, which is never heard of with the type of cancer that I have. During the scans, I also had some blood work done, and the cancer marker, it's called a CA-125. When I initially started the BX protocol, it was at 42. And then just a few weeks ago, when I received my scans, the cancer marker went down to 17. And that's considered a normal range. The type of cancer I have, there is no cure for it. They can do chemotherapy, which I did do for 2 years,
and that just helped to stabilize it, but there's no cure for this type of cancer. And one thing that I thought was interesting was that a couple of years ago when I was up at the Huntsman, I asked my oncologist, I said, what are other people doing with this type of cancer? What's their diagnosis? How are they feeling? What are they doing? And she looked at me and she just said, you know, people don't usually survive after 1 year. And I was shocked and I was grateful as well. And so there's not a lot of people that have this type of cancer that survive. After I received my scans, they gave me a report of the diagnosis, and the doctor said that I should continue doing what I was doing because it was working. And I know that they thought I was doing chemotherapy, but I haven't been doing it. It's been the BX protocol. So I'm really grateful that they said that, because a lot of people think that it's just chemotherapy that's going to cure you and help you. But I know that the BX protocol has been successful in my life because of the testing and the outcome that I've been given. I'm really grateful because now I'm well enough that I get to participate in my kids' lives. I get to be a part of the PTA, and I get to volunteer in their classes. I get to be more hands-on with them, and I feel like it's an opportunity and honor for me to be a part of their lives. And it's so great because I got to see my daughter. She turned 8 and she was baptized a member of our church. And my son, I got to see him go on his first day of school and to be there when he got home. And I was healthy and I was strong. And I could ride my bike and I could go pick him up from school. And it was perfect. I think initially when I first told my family, my friends, that I was going to do the BX protocol, that some of them were really quite surprised and worried and said some things that would maybe in the past steer me away from doing this particular protocol. But I had to look inside and decide on my own what was the best path for me to take. And I felt like it was good that I go forth with this BX protocol. And it was the best thing that I ever did. It was the best thing that I ever did. And I've done a lot of crazy things and a lot of different things and a lot of different protocols, but this has been, I've seen the most significant change in the tumors that I have. Right now I'm considered stage 4 and I'm dying. To my doctors, they've told me that I'm dying and that I'm terminal. But I've never been more alive